Hello, welcome to another episode of SDS. Now, the semi-final is among us. It is about to start, and at the time of recording, the Argentina versus Croatia game is a few hours away. So, some of you guys might be watching this video after that game, so you might laugh at us and all our predictions. But we're going to discuss both games that are coming up today and tomorrow, our predictions, the matchups, potential worries for all the teams, and so forth and so forth. But before we get into it, let me introduce the cast today. Next to me, I've got Hasib. What's up?
Yeah, semi-injured Hasib, but we good.
He's got.
We good though. We good.
The bandages even covering your scars, man. Come on, man.
I know, but I don't think they want to see that on camera. I'll be honest,
these guys had
a wrap in my foot as well.
These guys had a little boat accident, but they're still here to be on the podcast. Faisal as well was part of the boat accident. Faisal, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm alive.
You good, yeah?
You're alive, Jackie.
In the podcast history, yeah, can we just play the clip of Faisal almost drowning?
Help me. I can't, wallah. I'm alive. I'm here. I'm survived. I'm here.
And next to me and Faisal, you might see a face that you might not recognize. And I'll be honest, this was a face that I didn't recognize just a couple of days ago because we just met, didn't we?
Yeah, we just met at Papa John's.
We just met at Papa John's. This is Andy from New York. Quickly tell them your story, how we met and what you do.
So I'm Andy, obviously from New York. It's funny, Sharky walks into Papa John's. My brother recognized him. He's like, "Oh, that's Sharky." I was like, "Sharky, like podcast Sharky?" Yeah. He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yo, Sharky." And then he turns around, just gives me a quick wave, goes and orders, sits a few tables away. And my brother, he's typically shy, but, he steps up. He's like, "Yo, Sharky, who do you think's going to win the World Cup?" And he's like, "Argentina." And then, everything just went from there. Some dope conversations.
There you go.
A fun night.
Exactly.
We were there until 6 a.m.
We were there till like 6 in the morning talking about football. And like he's like proper into football. And like
we walked in at what time? Like 4:30, something like that.
No, it was earlier. It was like 2:30.
We got to Papa John's like 2 and left at like 6.
2:30.
And we were just talking strictly football. And you really want Argentina. You came all the way here just to see Argentina win, didn't you?
Yeah, I came all the way here just to watch Messi, right? I've gone all over the world to watch Messi play some big games, but at this stage, a World Cup every 4 years, potentially his last one, I had to take the trip.
Bro, I don't blame you, man. This is a good tournament. This is the one he could win. So let's talk about Messi, okay? Let's talk about the first game. Argentina versus Croatia, right? We're all going to that game today. That one, I'll be honest, obviously I want Argentina to win. I want Messi to win the whole thing. I'm nervous. Croatia terrify me. What do you think? I'm
extremely nervous. You know what it is? It's just Croatia has been at this stage before, 4 years ago. And they're such a good side, right? They just knocked out Brazil. Yeah. And Brazil is 5-time world champions. You talk to anyone who's winning the World Cup, Brazil. They were favorites going in. Brazil's favorites every World Cup. Yeah. No matter what, Brazil's always a favorite, right? And then, people with their little theories about France, but Brazil is always your favorite. And Croatia stepping up, knocking them out. And I had some Croatian friends that were saying Brazil's going to kill us. And it didn't happen. And now they're facing Argentina. And with the way Argentina almost blew that 2-0 lead against the Netherlands, I'm like, it's scary, right? When you have these South American teams stepping up to these European teams.
It's going to be good. Faisal, who's going to win this game? Because the GOAT, Messi, like you've claimed, as a Real Madrid fan, you have been open and honest and confirmed that Messi is the GOAT.
I've got a lot.
Midfield GOAT, Luka Modric.
Correct.
You're going to this game with a bit of a headache, surely. Yeah. It was like me with Netherlands versus Argentina.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of this game?
I've got Croatia winning this game. I feel like this is the toughest task for Argentina, and they were they should have won, but they were very fortunate that Haaland. The thing is that midfield battle with Haaland, it was only Frankie de Jong. Yeah, who carried it. It wasn't anyone else. And if you go the game before against Australia as well, the game against Poland. It was around 16.
Australia.
It was Australia. Yeah. It wasn't anyone. It wasn't anyone there.
It wasn't a tough test.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Aaron Moy, did Moy play?
I think he did. I think Mitchell Duke played. Yeah, I like Mitchell Duke.
Yeah, big fan of Duke.
And going back to the group stage, the only one they lost against Saudi Arabia, where they pressured Argentina. Yeah. I feel like Croatia, in my opinion, if we're looking at the starting 11, forget the depth. The starting 11, I think they've got the best midfield in the World Cup.
I've praised Croatia's midfield. I like their midfield.
In terms of the balance of the Brozovic, Kovacic, Modric is insane. Brozovic, this tournament has been very underrated. All the spotlight's been towards Luka Modric, deservedly so. But I think Brozovic has been the key person. I feel like the midfield battle is going to be crucial, and I feel like Croatia is going to win that midfield battle. Like going back to Japan, a lot of people say that they've been lucky. Like everyone, we said it last.
I know you shoot us 2 rounds in a row.
Exactly, we said it last podcast as well. Like they were lucky to get through. Japan, a lot of people forget. Like they conceded, then they came back and scored. Brazil, extra time,
conceded first,
came back again. So there is a reason why they're here. In terms of courage, they've got the best courage. But I feel like this is the toughest task for Argentina, and I don't think the midfield of Argentina is going to handle it. I don't think Enzo, De Paul, I don't think they're going to handle the likes of Modric and them on.
You got a point on that, Andy?
I do and I don't, because this is also Croatia's hardest task, right? And it's like you have two passionate sides. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm scared of them, and it's because of their experience. This isn't their first semifinal World Cup game. Brozovic was there. Kovacic was there. Kovacic was being subbed on, rotated through Rakitic, but he was there last World Cup. And, of course, Modric was the best player in the last World Cup, right? So it's like that experience carries weight. But in a short tournament like this, where you only need 7 games to be the champion, if you could improve from game 1 all the way through, then you're scary. You know what I mean? And Argentina, they were nervous. The Paul first game against Saudi Arabia couldn't even control the ball. It was embarrassing. Against Mexico, slightly better. Against Poland, more comfortable, right? And as the tasks have gotten harder and as the pressure gets deeper and deeper, they've just been improving. I mean, look at Enzo. He broke into the starting lineup. Julian broke into the starting lineup, right? Yeah, they're not as experienced as that Croatian side, right? Player for player. Argentina just has Otamendi coming back, Messi, and Di Maria, who hasn't even played.
Yeah, not really played, games. A lot of them missed their first tournament, really, isn't it? McAllister, all these kind of players, their first tournament.
Enzo Fernandez has already been touted for a move to Liverpool.
I saw that this morning.
Yeah.
But they need a midfielder, to be fair.
Yeah, they do. Someone like him with that profile, the kid's potential is ridiculous.
Good, yeah.
But, you know, with this going on, they've won a big title already. Croatia hasn't.
Yeah, Arsenal coming off. You're right.
These guys have been in that situation against Colombia. You were up 1-0. Luis Diaz went crazy, then got that move to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Got that 1-1, and then Dibu Martinez went ridiculous that penalty shootout.
But I don't think Argentina is their toughest task. I think the toughest task was Brazil. Like, bro, that Brazil front line could scare anyone. And it
scares you. It scares you.
It scares, but the first half
they weren't playing the way they should have.
Croatia first half, they were better than Brazil in the first half.
100%. They took the ball from them. They took the ball from Brazil.
They isolate Vini, who in my opinion should have never went off. I just want to make that point. I just want to make that point clear.
I have my view as to why.
We'll come back to that later.
Your Real Madrid bias is coming in again.
Went off. Yeah. But the only reason why they conceded was due to Neymar brilliance, and it should have went to extra time. To penalties. I feel like if they could handle the attack of Brazil, yes, Messi is something else. We haven't seen anything like Messi, but they handed Vini, Neymar, Richarlison, who was scoring most for fun, and Rafinha, Rodrigo, whatever. I'm sure. Yes, maybe I was just about to say we. But Croatia can't handle maybe Messi, but at the same time, Argentina can't handle that midfield of Croatia.
It says a lot about Croatia's character as well. In that when Neymar scored, everyone thought, okay, that's the game done, it's all done. But then Croatia managed to battle back, and they got the goal.
Last minute,
went to penalty shootout, and not gonna lie, best goalkeeper this tournament. Probably was it Livkovic?
Yeah,
he's been
there's two other ones that have an exceptional pens,
right?
For you? You got Bono and you got Dibu, right? You got Martinez. These are three phenomenal keepers.
Bro, generally. Those three have been
saved 2 penalties in the group stage. Exactly. It's like goalkeepers this tournament for penalties have been class. I've never seen anything like it. It's so good. Okay, so also like we're talking about the midfield, the Croatian midfield, yeah. That Croatian defense as well. Don't sleep on it.
But here's my thing. Going back to what you were saying, right? Brazil didn't press Croatia the way Argentina presses their opponents, right? You don't have that little Julian Alvarez just coming at you, at 100 miles per hour, right? You don't have De Paul jumping to press a center back, literally for no reason. He just jumps and presses. And then you have McAllister, who's, you don't see it on TV and you don't value it as much. But when you're in that stadium and you see the amount of legwork these boys put in, it's ridiculous. And Croatia has the same thing, right? With Modric and Kovacic, the battle is going to be, everything in the midfield.
It's the midfield.
This is going to be a tactical game.
It's extremely tactical.
It's one of those ones and I was getting with the defenders. Like, Uranovic has been class this tournament. Gvardiol has been class this tournament.
What?
Yeah.
Paris,
the experience.
Come on, guys, man. You guys are taking too much now.
Yeah, you guys want everyone.
You want everyone. Your midfield is already like depth-wise crazy.
Paris made it clear. Apparently, like he's on the number one target. Like he has to come.
And he reminds me of you don't see, you have like that, just that block of a defender. We haven't seen that in a while. Like, you know what I mean? Like just like thick legs, thick arms, big head. Just a block.
Sounds like someone I know.
We haven't seen that kind of defender in years. Everyone now is like silky defenders. He's like the hard man is coming back and he's wearing a mask.
But at the same time, he's ball playing.
He's very good.
Yeah.
But he's playing alongside as well. I was going to carry the defense. An experienced Dejan Lovren. He's a very experienced defender. He's Liverpool gone all the way to Champions League finals, was in the World Cup final last time, all that stuff. So and Dejan Lovren's a legend.
Would you consider him one of the most underrated players of our generation?
Lovren?
Yeah.
It's not something I've thought about.
I want to talk about it.
There's a lot
Let's
of
be
underrated
fair.
players though, that generation.
World Cup final, World Cup semi-final. He's a Champions League winner. He's a Premier League winner.
Yeah, well,
I mean, come on. He's up there and he's done very well in those runs.
Was it him who partnered like Van Dijk in the loss against us?
In the Champions League one?
Yeah.
Yes, he was playing. Yeah,
against Spurs.
Yes,
I don't think he played against Spurs. He played against us.
He started against you guys. The one where they lost. Because that same year, remember how Varane had won the Champions League and the World Cup in that same summer?
Then Lovren was going to
had lost the Champions League and lost the World Cup final in the same summer. So he played that World Cup final. But very regardless, very underrated player. And he's like that kind of like that centre back was like, I credit someone like Johnny Evans, where experience, never been like the main centre back, but when he goes to like when other players play next to him, they get better.
Yeah, so, they look better than Johnny Evans.
Is their name Sosa? Young Croatian left back, very good. Just that whole back four's been solid.
I think that's the weakest link though. I think that left back is the left back.
Yeah, he's young.
He's quite young, isn't he?
He's a young player. He pushes up a lot. He gets into midfield actually.
Yeah,
a lot of teams play that system. Brazil. So I give it to Pep. You know, a lot of that fullback that comes into centre mid.
They inverted fullbacks.
Well, Croatia. That's all they did on Brazil, right? Yeah. The whole first half, they were not only possessing that ball, but those fullbacks were coming at you, right? They were coming at you, and that's gonna be interesting to see today, right? Because Argentina plays that 3 in the back with the wing backs with Acuna and Molina, extremely high, except that Acuna's not there today, right? Yep. So you have Tagliafico, maybe not as good technically, but then that doesn't give Croatia's right back the freedom to push high, right? Yeah. So it's tactically, what adjustment is Scaloni going to do? What is he going to change? Is he going to find a way to put Di Maria in the starting 11? Is he going to sacrifice someone? Like, what's going to happen? So I'm really curious and nervous about that, because the first game of this World Cup, Scaloni loses that game tactically. Yeah, he got outclassed tactically in every sense. Yes. So I'm scared that a Croatian team who's been under the same coach for the last 8 years, played a World Cup final, is now playing a semi-final in the next World Cup. He's a young coach. Scaloni's young. Is he going to be outclassed again? Is he going to change something that's not going to work?
They were in the same group last tournament, and Croatia won 3-0,
Croatia
right?
smacked them 3-0.
They beat Argentina 3-0 last World Cup.
That was the opening game.
Yeah, 3-0.
There's actually a clip in 2006 where you can see Messi and Modric first met as well.
I saw that.
I loved it.
I saw that today.
Yeah. They look mad young, man. Yeah. How do people find this stuff?
2006, like Luka Modric against Messi.
It's the last dance for both of them.
Generally.
This game, like, one of them, that's it. It's the last World Cup game, probably.
We were having a debate in the car, and I wanted to get your opinion on this, right? So Faisal made a point to me that he said if Modric gets to the final of the World Cup, not win it, if he gets to the final, he will be the greatest midfielder of all time. I want to see what your thoughts on that, because you're a Barca fan, so I know there's a Spanish midfielder there that you're thinking about already. So do you agree with that statement?
I mean...
So he says, back-to-back finals is enough for him with the 5 Champions Leagues. That's what he said is enough for him.
Yes, for me, Iniesta's my GOAT. Midfield-wise, he's up there. But you know something? The profile Modric is... Maybe you would have to give it to him, honestly, because he's everything. He's your box-to-box, winning tackles, winning that ball back. He's adapted over time, right? As he got older, he became your traditional... I remember when Modric wore the number 10 jersey the first season in Madrid, I was like, he's not a 10. He's not your creative playmaker. But then that season, he was scoring, banging goals, giving assists with the outside part of his foot, just world class. So it's like, you know what? He's your complete midfielder.
And wasn't
so
like
maybe you're right.
When he first signed, wasn't he La Liga side?
He was La Liga's worst signing of the season.
It was flop. It was flop of the season, bro. Him and Alex Song.
What a double pivot.
Barcelona for Alex Song.
That double pivot. But
Barcelona by Alex Song is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Barca does signings like that all the time. It's a joke.
They took Halep from us. Did Halep even play for them?
I mean, look at Luke de Jong, the most recent one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but he was stepping up.
Yeah,
that's like, true. Sometimes they get something out of these.
It's not
ridiculous signings.
Even more recently, like Christensen and Marcus Alonso, two Chelsea throwaway players are now
so bad.
Our stars for Barca, they're throwaway for Chelsea.
I don't understand these findings. Sometimes I'm like, there's something deeper going on here.
Third choice Chelsea left back is Barcelona's first choice.
The funniest one was Paulinho. The guy from China.
But he was actually balling out. He pulled out that season.
It was weird. It was just weird.
Didn't he score like a goal in the El Clasico? That season he did, didn't he? Yeah, I remember that. You don't remember that one? Yeah, I remember. Sharky, I mean, you're adamant about Iniesta being the GOAT, weren't you, in the car? You were pretty heated. Guys, if you saw clips of the camera where It's generally like a podcast offside,
all
isn't
the
it?
time. Yeah, no, I think Iniesta still like ranks above him. It is like obviously Modric has the 5 Champions Leagues and obviously World Cup final and potentially another World Cup final whether he wins or not. But I don't really like use trophies and stuff just to add to how good someone is. Like if Messi wins this tournament or not, he's still the GOAT. Like it's not going to change nothing. People are saying he has to win it to be solidified. No, he doesn't. And with Iniesta, if we're talking about trophies, if we're talking about eras, he's part of the greatest Barcelona of that team of all time, and he wasn't just like
Greatest footballing team of all time.
just like another player in that team. He was one of the best players in the team. On top of that Spanish era, Euros 2008, World Cup 2010, Euro 2012, he was crucial. The first ever World Cup win, he was their best player at that tournament and scored a winning goal in that final. That's just moments. Forget about moments and he's won this trophy, he's won that trophy. Just him as a player, I think he can't be touched. In what I've seen, I think Modric is close. I think Modric is up there. They can sit on the same table, eat the same similar food.
It's a tough one. It's
but
honestly a tough one.
has dessert.
Iniesta gets dessert with his meal. Modric wouldn't get dessert. He'll get starters and he'll get main.
I feel like you're right. They're both sitting on the same table.
Yeah, they can sit on the same table.
With Xavi and Zizou. But I think the moment he makes that back-to-back final with Croatia, for me, I get it. For me, accolades doesn't. I agree with you.
It's not a be-all and end-all.
It's not. But for me, a lot of people look at accolades as the cherry on top.
Yes.
A lot of people. Let's say Harry Kane. Harry Kane, if he doesn't win no trophies,
but becomes the great top goal scorer of Premier League history.
People are not going to look at him different. People can look at him.
Their flowers are not given.
Maybe as a top 5, top 7. But the moment he wins the trophy, oh shit, he goes from 5th, 6th to maybe straight 2nd, 3rd. For me, Luka Modric, I've seen him since 2012. He was, again, worst transfer. The game that changed him was against Man United. That famous Nani red card.
Yeah.
Where he scored.
Welbeck scored that game, right?
Welbeck scored that goal, yeah.
And the referee was Kunyat Kakir.
Yeah, that
Turkish referee.
I loved it.
I remember that game.
I loved it, bro.
I remember that game so well. Nani did not deserve a red that game.
It was a straight red card, bro. Straight red card.
Deserve it.
But the moment he scored that goal, changed everything. Yeah. And bro, he became... A lot of people will look at him, it's just recency bias. Bro, people forget, 2008, he was part of the team of the tournament in the Euros where Spain won it. It's not just recency bias, bro. He's done it.
It's been good. He's
done it every time.
Yeah.
He's been to 5 Champions Leagues. He's assisted three goals in the Champions League finals. He assisted. He's in terms of key moments.
Yeah, my favorite one is that assist for Rodrigo last year in
Rodrigo.
Again,
Rodrigo, it's crazy. Like that moment of brilliance. We lost that game. We should have lost it. It was 4-0. It was 4-0 Chelsea. We should have been out. He comes. No one. Well, I know what I'm saying.
You said it before as well. I remember.
No one else does it, bro. That's no one in the world. And yeah, I could put my life on it. And Iniesta wouldn't do what Luka Modric did.
Yeah, but also
Chelsea,
he plays a different kind of way.
They got knocked out. The Iniestazo. We broke a couch in my living room. You remember that? That away goal.
Oh,
I think the referee was terrible that game. That was a disgrace. That was a disgrace. But that moment, I kid you not.
Unbelievable.
That goal hit the back
away
of the
goal.
net. The couch was broken. We were jumping on it.
It
was amazing.
The XG of that goal must have been so small as well.
He's been there. Iniesta's done this
He's
with
had
goals.
moments, yeah.
Maybe not assists, but with goals.
Exactly. And the World Cup final winning goal.
He generally won the final.
No, bro, I don't. For me,
So these moments, Iniesta has those moments.
For me, the top 3 is Iniesta, Zizou. Zizou is there for the aura and everything about what he's done. Yeah. And of course, you've got Luka Modric.
Zizou's first touch. No one comes close.
Insane. No one comes to, technically, he's number 1. But if he gets him to the final, which I think he will, for me, he'll be first. If he wins the final, no debate.
So the accolades do play a factor for you then.
100%.
It's like when
Of course, if he's okay.
Because he said if Neymar wins the World Cup, he's ahead of Ronaldinho.
Think of it like this, right? With Modric, if he wins the World Cup, bro, 5 Champions Leagues,
yeah,
a World Cup runners-up medal, and a Ballon d'Or.
Bro, I'm on Modric's side.
I haven't even mentioned the Ballon d'Or, bro.
I
Ballon d'Or.
I hear it.
I remember that Ballon d'Or that season, bro.
You said.
No, but it's cool winning Ballon d'Or, bro. You're playing with Messi and Ronaldo in the peak,
but you said Iniesta got dessert. Bro, the dessert is the Ballon d'Or. Well, give him a dessert, bro. Give him a dessert back, man. That's my place.
That's a scoop of ice cream. That's a scoop of ice cream.
That's my place.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Let's not just focus on Modric. We'll focus on this whole game. Before we move on to the next game, we'll start with Argentina. Where do they win this game and where do they lose this game?
Argentina wins this game with Messi.
Yeah.
With Brozovic not being able to keep up, right? With De Paul being uncomfortable, making Modric uncomfortable. With maybe... And a lot of people sleep on this player. And watching him play against the Netherlands really left me like... It was jaw-dropping, right? And it's McAllister.
He's a quality player.
His movement off the ball, he's just tactically so in tune with whatever's needed from him. And I feel like what ends up happening a lot with Argentina is you isolate that left side, right? Acuna is ignored, McAllister's ignored, but the moment they step in, they give you something sometimes. Yeah. They have something to offer. So I feel like, you know what? You want to. They said it in the press conference. We're not worried about man marking Messi. So I hope you eat your words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope you eat those. Right? Van Gaal said we have our way to stop him. He ate them.
Yep.
He ate them. Ake couldn't come close. He tried. He worked hard. He did what he had to do. And Croatia came out and said, no, we're not worried. We're not gonna man mark him. We're gonna be fine because we're gonna keep the ball.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Argentina's goal against who was it? That long possession they did. The most recent goal against
Netherlands.
It was against the Netherlands.
Yeah,
right? It was a long possession.
The one where the
first
Messi
goal.
assist. Yeah.
The Messi assist.
It was Argentina could keep that ball too.
Yeah.
So it's like what makes your middle three are better on paper, theoretically more experienced, but these guys will die for Messi.
Yeah,
and that passion is all over everywhere, right?
Emi Martinez will not sleep until he wins Messi that World Cup.
And
The poor sleeping with Messi.
what was it? What was it that speech
everywhere.
said?
He's everywhere, bro. I saw a
They
picture today,
need him
bro.
to win the World
I
Cup.
saw a picture today, random training sections.
Yeah.
He's still with it, man.
Yeah.
Always. What was it that speech said? That's his. Messi has a personal security guard. Like, what is this?
Of course, bro. That's
And
what it is,
that's
bro.
it. And that's it.
They will die for Messi.
It's a weird fetish, though, like with the poor.
I understand it.
I'll be real, that one's a weird one. But it's the difference between Argentina and Portugal. Portugal's not willing to win it for Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Portugal's like, we're winning it for ourselves, bro.
Win it with or without.
We're winning with or without. Argentina's like, brother, we're winning everything for you today.
Yes.
And he's stepped up for them.
And he's
when
exactly-
he needed him most, he's stepped
He's
up.
not a bystander. He's having an amazing, unbelievable
At 35.
tournament.
Like,
Unbelievable tournament. Just talk about the last game, Holland, Argentina, we were there. Unbelievable assist. None of us could see that pass. No one in the stadium could see that pass. Only he could see that pass.
No one, bro.
Just seeing that live was incredible.
Scoring scoring his penalty and scoring his penalty in the shootout.
Yeah.
He's not known as like the greatest penalty taker.
And that pass,
Scoring
bro,
2-1
it
game,
went,
and that
it went
assist.
through 3 players.
Ridiculous.
Between the center, between Van Dijk and between Blind.
Yeah.
The way, bro. Even I don't know if you saw there was a replay. Even the cameraman didn't
Inches.
Bro,
Yeah.
no one could see. He's the only man in the stadium that saw that pass.
He's not even looking at them.
He's the
not
only
even looking. He
bro,
didn't
he's
look
the
that way.
only man in the stadium that saw that pass, and that comes from him for the first 20 minutes, just walking around and scanning.
And you know what it is?
Walking,
you watch
scanning.
him. You watch him
Walking,
and
scanning.
Yeah, he's just
neck
constantly
turning,
checking
neck
shoulders.
turning. It's amazing to see.
Bro, how's he not got a sore neck? Whiplash.
It's all mapped out here, man. He has
Whiplash.
the field
It's
on his
crazy.
back.
I just want to see it in his brain. Like, when you see movies, like futuristic movies, and people put on glasses, and when they put the glasses on, they can see the data and analytics and stuff. That's probably his eyes.
Yes,
Yeah.
man.
Not only he's seeing all the lines, all the
He
angles,
sees-
the
yeah.
triangles on the.
He's got probability in his thing. He's like 87%.
He's doing maths.
This
Yeah,
pass.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing maths in his head.
That was the first ever goal I celebrated with Messi, bro. I
Yeah.
suffered in pain.
Yeah,
I
exactly. I
suffered
could
in
tell.
pain every time, bro. Suffered in pain for like 10 years. That was the first goal. No, you were there.
Bro,
That was the
we were generally saying to each other, as soon as he passed that, we saw him run. Me and Faze looked at each other like, yeah, man, this guy's the goat.
It's the
He's the goat.
that whole action, right? He hits Ake with a little shimmy, a little nice hit
that one.
movement. So I'm sitting with my brother, right? We're in the stands, and I have my little camera here, kind of recording my reaction. And my reaction is literally, oh my god, like oh my god,
Yeah.
he just did that,
Genuinely.
oh my god, and then he gives the pass. I'm like, oh my god, and I just go insane, bro. It was amazing to see.
He has that. He has that.
Ridiculous. Where do Argentina lose this game, though, boys?
It's the midfield.
The midfield battle?
It has to be midfield, doesn't it?
Everything is the midfield.
It has to be midfield. If I hope Brozovic turns up. Yes, Modric is the key, but he can't do it by himself. If Brozovic turns up the way he did last game against Brazil, Croatia's got a good chance of going through.
He was so comfortable that game. You see, that's my thing. He had so much time on that
That's
ball.
the th-
Brozovic
yeah.
was walking. He was walking to give you the passing line. He got that ball and he was just chilling.
He has to man mark Messi this game because Brozovic is the DM.
It has to
in
be
that team.
Herrera this
He's a
game.
DM in that team.
I think Kovacic is gonna have to take on that weird
Yeah,
role, right?
he's the
I
legs.
feel
Ball
like
carrier.
it's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
He's the legs, kind of the legs in that midfield Kovacic. So he's got
know,
but
he's got to be
that's why I'm
non-stop
saying-
running, non-stop moving,
That's why I'm
non-stop
saying
running.
McAllister could be your difference maker,
Yep.
right? Because he's gonna be the guy that's ignored.
Yeah,
He's gonna
exactly.
be the guy that you've isolated and maybe you forgot about. And he played that protagonist role.
Exactly.
Oh,
Right?
You
When
triple
Argentina
team,
needed him.
You triple team Messi, and all of a sudden you got
Free players everywhere else.
Exactly.
And
They've got space.
and it doesn't.
You know,
this team is confident, right?
And
This
Julian
Argentina
Alvarez
side
is
confident.
I like Julian
amazing
Alvarez, man.
striker. So
Yeah.
give Julian Alvarez half a chance. He's scoring. So
You know, it's the forgotten man as well, bro. Is Perisic.
yes,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Croatia.
In the group stage, 2 assists. I think it was against Canada. The
It
2
was
assists.
kind of, yeah, it was kind of.
And the goal, the header
header.
against Japan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crucial.
Bro, I don't know how he managed to get the speed and the power in that header. Insane. And
That team is insanely balanced for me.
And
Everything
I feel
on
like-
across
I
the
feel like
pitch.
with
Both
them-
sides.
Both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the same profiles all around.
bro, and I feel like with them, they're comfortable with going, you know what, if it goes penalties, it goes penalty.
Yeah.
But
So
both,
is-
They're both confident.
both of them just came back from penalty
They're
shootout.
both
And
confident about
both, like,
penalties.
Emi, And Livkovic, mad thing.
My heart can't take that. I couldn't watch that.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But I feel like Argentina, Enzo missed, got nervous. Lautaro Martinez, I thought Lautaro was going to miss.
Yeah,
there was 4 or 5 Dutch players around him. Of course the kid was going to get nervous. Poor Enzo's walking up and they're all over him.
I thought he was going to miss. But I feel like
penalty. And my favorite penalty, you obviously won't remember it because it's just a random penalty in the shootout. Paredes' penalty was perfect. I loved it. It's just the penalties I like. It's like a prime Harry Kane penalty. You know, when you just with power, siding it in.
The first one?
Like the second one.
No, like Harry Kane at his best, the penalties he scores is the random of that. But so we'll go to Croatia. Where did they win the game? Midfield, right? That's what
everything's in the middle, right? And Croatia's is more experienced, so it's scary. But
as a team, they have more experience for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Where did they lose this game? Messi.
Not
being able to contain Messi.
It's the moment of brilliance.
Also, even they at the same time, if they focus too much on Messi, there's other players
it could hurt.
That are dangerous.
Listen, if Scaloni finds his way to incorporate Di Maria into that starting 11, I don't know how he would do it. I don't know who he's going to sacrifice, what tactical change he's thinking of, because I've seen a few rumors coming around already. That could be a difference maker too, right? Di Maria, like, he's been rested. The guy hasn't played. He's been relaxed. He stepped on the field for a little bit last game. Didn't do much. Didn't get to take a pen. He was just on there, and that gives confidence too, right? Because it's like, yeah, he's experienced. He's won Champions League. He's been in these situations. He's your difference maker. He won you that Champions League against Atletico in that overtime. It's like that guy won Argentina, that Copa America final, he could be crucial today if he's on that field.
He deserves the World Cup as well.
He deserves it as much as Messi. And
it was mad about Croatia. Like, in 90 minutes, they've only won 1 game in the whole World Cup out of 5 games.
Mad, isn't it?
The drew against Morocco, the drew against Belgium, drew against Japan in 90 minutes, and of course the drew against Brazil in 9 minutes.
Yeah, Brazil.
So for them, they're like, cool, man. Like,
we can do 120 minutes again.
They can go. They're fine.
And they had that, like, coming into the tournament, they had that little stigma of aging. You've got an aging team. But I think someone told me the other day that they've only got 5 or 6 players above the age of 30.
Yeah.
So they're not as old.
Which are the guys that are coming back? Which are the guys that were in the last one?
Yeah. They're not as old as people. I think people make it seem like. But I feel like just to summarize, I've got Croatia winning.
Yeah, I was going to ask for predictions, so we'll start with you then.
I've got Croatia winning this game 2-1. I feel like they'll win it in 90 minutes. I don't feel like this will. I don't think this will go extra time. I think Luka Modric will cement himself that game. Okay. He will man of the match, and he will shake Messi's hands. It's like the throne is mine, bro.
Whoa! What throne?
As the GOAT player?
What throne?
LM10.
He's the real LM10.
Nah.
That's a good.
I'm not having that. He's shaking it for the throne.
It's serious. That's the best part.
The biggest. I don't believe it, but it came to my head straight away.
Andy, what's the prediction?
Well, it's like I was saying before, and I've said it to my friends, to be a champion, you have to suffer, right? And to win titles and to make it to the final, you suffer. Both these teams know how to suffer. But I do think, again, that passion, that drive, those 60, 70, potentially even 80,000 Argentinians that are going to be in that stadium is that extra push you need.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
12 man.
it's not nerves, it's passion. And I think Argentina is going to shock the world with a 2-0 comfortably. And I think it's going to be comfortably because I think mentally they're so in tune right now. And like I said before, they've just gotten better throughout this whole tournament. And this is the moment where, you know what? I think they're going to go up 2-0 and they're not going to make the same mistake they made against the Dutch. All right. I feel like every time Argentina has came across a European team, they've outclassed them.
Yeah.
The Finalissima, 3-0. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. The Dutch, 2-0 was comfortable. He made the subs. The players weren't ready for the speed of game. And I think today we're going to see something comfortable again. I got Argentina potentially 2-0.
See, predictions?
I've got Argentina 2-1. I know you said comfortably. I hope I have that much confidence. I really want Messi.
I also have Argentina 2-1, by the way, but 2-0 comfortable and then a late consolation goal.
I don't mind that. Yeah, I'll take that.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I'll take that. But yeah, I need this for Messi. I need him to get to the final. I want to watch him in the final, and I want to watch him when my brother Sharks lift the World Cup, and then he'll cement his place on the throne, and Modric can sit beside him.
His place is already cemented on the throne.
You guys think we all have Messi as the GOAT?
I wish this was the final.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we all have him.
We all have Messi as the GOAT.
I would have loved this to be the final,
final.
but I wouldn't mind an Argentina-France final and getting back at them for
Mbappe versus Messi.
what happened last time, you know?
Ooh.
What were you gonna say?
But sorry, I don't know why I've got. We all have Messi as the go here, right?
Yes.
And it wouldn't change. For
No. It's not a legacy game for me.
Whether he wins or
It's
not
not-
doesn't
no,
matter.
It wouldn't change.
Even if Ronaldo would have won this World Cup, nothing would have
Same,
changed.
yeah, same. Even
Nothing
if
would've
Ronaldo won the
changed.
World Cup, nothing changed. All right, let's move on to the next game because there's another game. France versus Morocco. I see there's the Morocco
Dima Maghreb.
scarf around them.
Dima Maghreb.
What a tournament it's been for Morocco,
Yeah.
right? What a tournament. No one even predicted them to probably make it out of the group. Not many people.
You know what's crazy? A lot of I came across a few people who are like, Morocco's the dark horse. They're the dark horse.
Yeah.
They're gonna do something. They're the dark horse, and they're in the semifinal.
They weren't lying.
They
They weren't lying. But France, they have no Benzema, no Pogba, no Kante, Kimpembe,
Yeah.
and Cuckoo. Even Mike Maignan, who probably could have started, you know? And look at them. They're just squad. Their squad. And the worst thing is, the future of France is looking bright as well. For the next 20 years, they look like they just keep producing.
They just keep coming.
They
just don't
literally
stop.
they broke the curse as well. The curse is every time you win the World Cup, they don't do well in
Yeah,
the next
bad tournament.
tournament. Germany,
Yeah.
Spain,
They don't-
France.
they don't look
To
like
be
France
fair-
are the only ones not doing it.
To be fair, their group was a little.
It was a bit easy, isn't it? Yeah.
favorable
Like if you
for
messed
this.
that one
They
up,
had
it was
the-
And
very
even
good.
their first knockout round was Poland, but England was a statement.
Yeah.
England
was a
did play.
statement.
England was solid. England was solid, but also at the same time, if Harry Kane had scored that penalty, extra time,
Things could have went different.
you never know what happens. So they obviously did get fortunate, but that France team looks solid. That France team do look dangerous, and I underestimate their midfield. I went into that games thinking I prefer England's midfield, and then when I was there watching it live, I was completely wrong. If you go like for like, Rice, Tchouameni,
Yeah, clear.
better player.
I mean, look at him.
Then you look at
Cooks him.
Rabiot and Henderson, similar players. You know, just do the job, run around. Similar
players,
profiles.
correct, yeah.
Griezmann, Bellingham is solid, but Griezmann is like
Griezmann this tournament has been
and I
quality,
looked at
man.
midfield. I was like, I prefer France's midfield. You know, like you just look at it, and it's like
Well, it's like, you know, it's just
It's not
Tchouameni, the way he's stepped up, right?
Yeah.
And the way he's stepped up not only for Madrid, but this France team, right? So quick. It's like Kante's missing the World Cup, Pogba's missing the World Cup. It's okay. We got Tchouameni.
yeah,
He's from Madrid.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's from Madrid.
Yeah.
From one of the.
He starts for you guys,
and
doesn't
then
he?
he's a starter.
Yeah.
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 Casemiro got pushed out because they had Tchouameni, you know.
Exactly.
And it's like, and you still have Camavinga on the bench,
Yeah,
who
generally.
played as a left back a game just to give some rest to other players.
Yep.
And it's like that
That
depth
France
is
squad's a
ridiculous.
joke.
I really liked what your friend said as well. Tchouameni reminds me of a Pogba Kante hybrid.
He's like a hybrid.
Yeah,
He could do it all.
He could generally
He could do it all.
It was a very good. That was a
And then
very
you
good
look at that
statement.
France team, and they have Ibrahima Konate just sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
Just sitting on the bench.
Saliba sitting on the bench,
Well,
man.
Upamecano would be sitting on the bench too.
Yeah, exactly.
Hernandez would have never gotten
That's-
hurt.
That's what I'm
Centre-backs
saying.
are a
Lucas
joke, you
Hernandez,
know.
that's another player we forgot about. Lucas Hernandez isn't even there as well.
Yeah.
Give me
Like,
Messi.
look how many players they're missing. So many players.
It's mad.
But obviously, they're playing against Morocco, who have been smashing it. The key matchup I'm excited for is Hakimi and Mbappe.
Oof.
It's
Teammates.
gonna be so much fun to
They
watch.
see the
Yeah.
video before the World Cup.
France as well.
See the video before the World Cup. If we play him, I'm gonna have this destroyer. And then Hakimi was like, I'm gonna kick him. it's like
They're friends as well.
Yeah,
man.
they're
Like,
friends.
They're like best
they're
buds.
literally
Yeah.
best friends.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think Mbappe was there when Morocco beat Portugal.
oh yeah,
And then he
was
celebrated with him. But they're best friends. I feel like that's the matchup.
yeah.
I feel like France, when before the tournament, everyone was criticizing on this bad midfield, weak midfield. Tchouameni, of course, stepped up
Yeah.
as we expected. I feel like the matchup in my eyes, Hakim and Mbappe they'll fight.
Yep.
I think Usman, the same way it was against England,
Dembele, yeah.
Dembele will be on the right hand side.
Yep.
I don't know. I think Mazzouri is back because I think he was suspended.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wasn't
Injured.
playing the last game.
So I think the matchup between Usman and Mazzouri will be the key in my eyes. I think Morocco, bro, the first African, Arab, Muslim team. I would love if they win it. I feel like France is the only team that's going to stop them.
Yeah, just a step too far now.
It's a
against
step too
France.
far. Like Spain never had that cutting edge. Portugal had it. They missed a couple of chances. But
This is France. This is a whole different ball game. And
best
like
player in
you
the
said with
world.
Messi, when it comes to the triple team, you realize you're missing out on other players on the pitch that can make a difference. It's the same thing with France. Like we spoke about it. If you're triple teaming Mbappe, bro, you still got Dembele and these
And
guys
then
on
you
the
have
pitch.
Griezmann.
Griezmann was floating around against England.
And
Loved
we're,
it.
we're forgetting the guy of the moment. and he's the guy of every moment. Olivier
Giroud.
It's like no bends, no problem.
Exactly.
We won the World Cup without him. We don't need him for this one.
And we
right?
said it as well. Me and you said it as well. Like before Giroud scored, like 5 minutes before.
I was expecting a sucker punch.
We're like, bro, like Giroud hasn't done anything besides one chance in the first half.
Yeah.
He's been like ghost, bro.
Yeah.
We're like, you know what? Why not put Mbappe up front? Bring Kingsley Coman. The shout was like,
shows what we know.
You man are fans, isn't it?
It'll come.
I've got my coaching badges. You guys sit in the stands. Yeah. I'll keep
And
doing
then 5
that.
minutes after, Griezmann, mad elite cross. And then, of course, I feel like England should have won that game, though.
Yeah.
England
I feel like
were
they
very good.
exposed a couple of problems
a lot.
for France. Like Theo Hernandez defensively, it's not the best.
Yeah.
Upamecano made a lot of mistakes despite having a good, solid tournament. I feel like if Morocco, Hakim Ziyech needs to be big.
On point.
Buffal, though. I feel like Buffal will put Conde
On skates.
Oh, yeah.
On skates.
But
What he does to your
Conte's just not right back.
But Buffal was like, he's not going to do that for 9 minutes. He's got moments. It's those moments that have to be crucial because Buffal has, like, he's a very skillful player, but he's not going to do that all game. It's like little
Morocco's
moments.
a team of moments.
Yeah.
Morocco's a team that transitions with so much pace, They'll sit back, they'll let you do your thing, right? And the moment Amrabat gets comfortable and starts controlling that midfield, and then they decide to explode, they're all over you, right? And Ziyech maybe hasn't been doing well with Chelsea, but again, this is your national team.
When it comes to it's national,
These are your
crazy.
boys. This is your family. These are the people you came up with, and this is your moment to just remind everyone who you are, right?
Yeah.
You've won a Champions League. You're not at Chelsea for no reason. You killed it at Ajax, and you're reminding everyone who you are,
Exactly.
right? And that's huge.
Yeah.
And I'm
What are the
excited.
key matchups in this game? Obviously, we spoke about Mbappe, Hakimi. I think another one might be Griezmann, Amrabat as well. I think that's another key matchup.
Amrabat, this tournament has been
Phenomenal.
insane.
His stocks have gone high.
Insane.
Yeah.
And a shout out to star player. For
No,
mentioning
fair
it.
play to star player.
Star player mentioned
Fair
it
play.
like early on before the tournament even started. He's like, watch out for Amrabat. Like he's gonna kill it.
And what did Leah say? I think Star said, "I'll watch out for Amrabat," and another guy we have on the pod called Leas. He said he doesn't even start for Morocco.
And look at him with the captain badge on, being a leader. He's everywhere, bro.
He's everywhere. Shout out to Leas though, man. We miss you, man.
Massive elder. But Amrabat, insane, and not just Amrabat though. The person next to him, the person who plays for Unas, and it's a shame he's 22 years old. He wouldn't be qualified to win the young player of the tournament. Because I think it's only 21.
There's a cut-off point.
Cut off at 21, I think,
21 and under. It's a shame because I reckon if he was 21,
He would have won it.
he would have won
So
it.
you reckon it's going to Enzo?
I reckon it's between either Enzo or Saka.
Yeah, those are
Because Saka
If
Saka
Enzo wins it,
goals.
if
Yeah, if Enzo goes further,
If Argentina wins it, I reckon if Argentina gets knocked out against
Saka will win
Croatia,
it.
I reckon they might give the Saka some 3 goals, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about your favorite player, man? You're leaving out Chalmeni.
Chimeni, man.
He's
Is he
22 now.
I don't think he
22?
qualifies.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
22.
I
So he doesn't qualify.
Yeah, he's not qualified.
Forget Chalmeni.
If Chen was there,
In my head, I was like, he won it already. I was like, what about Chalmeni, bro?
he would have won it. But
I bet you're thinking how old Valverde was. You're like, yeah, he could probably still
He's like
qualify for that.
25, man.
He's like 25, man.
I reckon-
People still treat him like a 19-year-old as
I
well.
reckon I think 24. But I reckon if Fed was 22, 21, he would have won it.
He would have won it.
What?
He
You
would
would
have
have
won
been
the
group
stage.
stages. What are you talking about?
tournament. He did nothing this tournament.
2 key passes against Ghana.
One post, right? And he's still gonna win it.
2
One
key
box.
passes. That was crazy.
2 key
2 key passes.
Two key-
That's outrageous.
Man of the match against South Korea. Most defensive clearances.
You know what? No. Okay, let me start everyone right there, yeah? When he says most defensive clearances, is the clearances defensive
I've
anyway?
never heard of attacking clearance. I've never heard of attacking clearance.
I've never heard of
Those are important stats.
Yeah,
Those
man.
are exactly.
When it comes to Madrid players, he will make up any stat.
He's got a ton of vision.
to back their case. He was.
We went today.
He was arguing with us today about Vinny's stats this World Cup, and he said Vinny had.
Oh god, let's get to that point.
He
Let's
said,
go for
Vinny
it.
had the most like GAs, like goals assists this World Cup for Brazil. We said no. He's got 1 goal, 2 assists.
Richarlison had 3 goals.
And Richarlison had 3 goals, so it's joint. He said no, they don't. No, he doesn't. I said cool. We checked 2 different websites, and they backed us. He goes no, because they're both wrong. Let me check my one. And then you check this website, only be to be the same as ours.
Yeah.
Like, what's the thing? Like when it's a Madrid player, he turns to another person. He like doesn't believe anything.
That's not, bro. I'm not biased. I'm not biased. I'm
Oh.
not biased.
He just loves Vinny and
Okay.
Fede. And Fede.
How about this? Ask him
I feel
who
like-
the best DM in the world is.
It's Chouameni though. No, you know what? Let's discuss it because it's a France Morocco. I genuinely think a lot of people's going to disagree with it, but I saw a lot of people agree with it in the comments.
It's from many better than Amrabat.
different profiles.
Different
profiles.
I've heard the only person.
That's the right answer.
The only person
Rodri.
who's make a case is the best three is of course Casemiro, Rodri, and Chimeni. But Chimeni this season, and if we base it on this
And
season
Thomas
only,
Partey.
Thomas Partey's been ridiculous
Thomas
this
Partey.
season. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
agree.
He's leveled up, isn't
He's
he?
in there.
I agree.
He's ridiculous this
You know what?
season.
Thomas Partey as well.
That's a very good
But I
shot.
feel like if we cool these four,
Yep.
I feel like Chimeni is one step above what he's done this season.
Above
Bro,
all three of them.
A lot, bro.
Not
you
yet.
know what's mad? You know what's mad? Our midfield of Kroos, Modric, and Chimeni. If I asked you who's had the most, imagine this: who's the most ball carriers in our midfield? You instantly think, oh, look at Modric. But it's him, bro. Chimeni. He's number one most dribbles. Most tackles, most ball carries, most interceptions, most everything.
Defensive clearances?
He's been insane. A lot of people, I've wanted to check that. So, bro, when Casemiro left, people thought, cool.
I'm
he's
telling
too
you,
early.
he got kicked out. He got kicked out
Yeah,
because
first.
they knew They
They
bet
got
on
someone special
Chameni.
here.
They bet on Chameni,
yeah.
and it worked. And the England game solidifies everything you're saying about Chameni.
That's what I mean.
Look at him. He's a 6.
8.
And
Both.
maybe not a 10, but he could score.
Yeah.
School.
The guys you're holding midfield, who's holding at the edge of the 18, scoring a banger.
Yeah.
You know how
put you up on
Drogba,
nothing. It's insane.
Drogba got this insane, like, silky touches.
Yeah.
Chimeni can do that. But at the same time,
He's
Chimeni
everywhere.
can dribble.
And
Yeah,
he could be
generally.
everywhere.
defend.
And he could
Yeah,
win
he's
the
top
tackle.
player. I remember seeing him from Monaco days. I remember seeing the
That's
hype
what
there
the-
on France under 21s and all that stuff. I remember.
That's why this season for me, he's been the best. He's been the best DM, bro. Like, I don't
Do you think he'll have a massive part in this game against Morocco?
I think he has to. I think for France to win,
He's
he has
the
to.
balance.
Morocco
It's-
have those silky forwards. You know, he's gonna have to be switched on.
there. He needs to be there because Rabiot, fair enough. Rabiot's been good. That first game
Yeah, it's
against
been good.
Australia,
Yeah.
I think he assisted and scored against Australia.
And that's crazy because at the club level, he's your average player. He's okay. You just think, it's funny because on paper, I'm like, Rabiot, whatever. But the moment he puts on that French jersey,
Yeah.
it's like Rabiot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's so many
Exactly.
players with international. It's like
Yeah.
it's exactly
a
what you
It's
said.
like Griezmann.
It's
I'm not gonna lie,
it's
club
what you
levels,
said though.
yeah.
Like they're going back to their countries and they're playing with players.
They grew
They're
up with.
friends. They grew up with. A lot of them came up through the system with these. If they're the same age group, so you turn to a different player, different system, different roles. You see Granit Xhaka at Switzerland. You see like
And sometimes at the country level, there's no system.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
go out and do your thing. You
Exactly.
are a phenomenal player. I'm your coach and I trust you.
Yeah.
And you're going to go out there, you're going to put on this jersey and you're going to put the team on
and
your
it's
back.
something different when you play for your country. You know, it's
It's
different.
different passion.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
different
exactly.
love, and it's your people in the stands, and that's what Morocco has that France doesn't have this World Cup.
Yeah.
Moroccans are everywhere,
Yeah, generally.
and if you're not Moroccan but you're Arabic, you're supporting Morocco.
Yep.
'Cause this is historic. I mean, you could check the resale value of a Morocco France ticket game right now. They're more than
insane.
Argentina ones.
It's
Yeah, I can
insane.
understand
It's
that.
ridiculous,
It's insane.
and that is a huge factor
And they're
because
flying
there's no.
out. They're flying
They're
out.
flying
Of
out.
course,
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
flying
My
out,
hotel
literally.
is full of Moroccans right now.
Yeah.
It's full of it. There's no more rooms because
If they
of
make
it.
the final,
Oh my God! Do you
How
know how
many
many
Moroccans will
will
come to come here?
come
We
here?
went, me and Stars went to the Morocco Spain game, and that was because we've been to 2 before games before that, and security like getting into the stadium is easy. That game, bro, forget the stadium. There was security 15 minutes away from the actual stadium. Apparently, 10,000 Moroccan fans
Snuck
tried
in.
to enter the stadium without no.
I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them.
They
though.
didn't try. They did. They
Yeah.
didn't try. They did. So I watch a lot of Spanish media. So they were talking about it. One of them was actually a reporter that was trying to get to his seat, and
yeah.
his gate was one of the gates that shut down because for every ticket there were 2-3 extra Moroccan people getting into the stadium.
Oh wow!
Who knows how they did it?
yeah.
Who knows what went down? But that atmosphere was amazing.
Yeah.
I remember watching it on TV, and it just looked ridiculous.
Yeah, you were there. You saw
Bro,
the atmosphere.
Insane. I thought Argentina's atmosphere was mad. Morocco, I think Morocco and Argentina. It's a shame that we didn't witness the Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Like,
Saudi
Yeah, that one
fans
looked
in the
crazy.
group
Oh,
stages
yeah.
apparently
We
were
heard,
crazy.
we
as
heard.
well.
I
That
heard
was insane.
too.
We came just after.
But the Moroccan fans, bro, they were chanting non-stop for
Yeah.
90 minutes. We were standing up. Usually, bro, I'm trying to sit down, man.
Yeah.
the guy in front of us, bro, was standing up, supporting. Wallah, he was animated.
Yeah.
Every
Was he
time.
the coach?
Huh?
Was
He was
it-
the coach.
he
bro.
thinks he's the
thought
coach.
every bad decision from the ref,
Yeah.
it was proper animated.
It's cool when he does it.
It's good. It's not like-
It's a problem when I do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I understand. Morocco's back in. The 12th man has been crazy for them. Like they generally, that's been pushing them through the tournaments, in my opinion.
Well, it's
That
like,
12th man.
It's like 12th man, 13th man. I think about their coach, right? I think about their coach and the way he lives that moment, right?
Yes.
And at these stages, that carries a lot of weight, right? So it's crazy because you know, that England-France game, right? You see the composure from both coaches, Southgate, the Chomps. They're just always so composed. The French won. The celebration doesn't go longer than 10 minutes. Right, celebration happens. You go back to your locker room because objective completed. On to the next one.
Of course,
right?
you haven't won it yet.
But then you watch the Morocco celebrations. You watch the Argentina celebrations. You see all the passion behind every win, and that's, I feel, a difference maker, right? Because it shows the relationship between the players and the coach, and it's like, you know what, you trust us and we trust you, and we're here for this for you. There's a picture of the Moroccan coach running towards the fans, celebrating alone, not with the players, but the players were off on the other side, and he turns to the fans and he's running towards them to kind of just celebrate that moment. And I think those little things carry huge weight when you're in that locker room, right? And when you're in that tunnel, and when you're coming out and your coach is there, and
knowing your family's there to watch
knowing your family's there watching.
Every single time I see like a few of the players, they bring out their mums and stuff like that.
It's
Start
amazing.
dancing.
It's amazing.
I love it, man. That's beautiful.
Speaking of the coach, bro, this is his first tournament.
Yeah.
The first World Cup game was his first ever game with Morocco.
Oh, is it? He had no friends, nothing
I didn't know
before.
that.
Is that the case?
Because they had issues. Hakimi had problems. Ziyech had problems with the old coach.
That's why Ziyech wasn't participating in it.
That's why they sacked him, because of course they needed to get.
Did he not take over a couple of friendlies before? Or
apparently not. Apparently this is
generally that's
first game.
Was the group game?
Was the group stage, and now
He's at a semi-final. That's ridiculous.
He had no time to implement.
I guess that goes perfectly what I said. That's the trust in the coach.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, we're here for you, and you're here for us, and
we're gonna win it for you.
Yeah,
Johnny. Like the Messi in Argentina, we're winning it for you.
Maybe for the coach, right?
But that start's not mine. So that's
fact. Guys, check now. Is it fake fact Faisal?
So if it's wrong, it's not me.
Is it fake fact Faisal? Cool. We're gonna go over predictions for this game now. France are a very strong team. Morocco have the belief, the passion. They're one step away from that final, and that could be enough to put them through. Predictions, Hasib. I'll start with you. Official prediction.
I'm wearing my Morocco scarf, my cape, but unfortunately, I'm not gonna go with them. I'm gonna go with France. I think France will win this 3-1. I think their team has been very, very good this World Cup. I think the players have stood out. Seeing Tchouameni live, I'm not gonna lie, I'm completely on his side. Like, I genuinely feel like he was levels above everyone on that pitch, and the way he played, the confidence he played with. But then you got him against a Moroccan midfielder, Amrabat, who's been also exceptional this midfield. It's gonna be a very interesting battle. I think France just have that cutting edge for me, that because they have the experience of winning the last World Cup, they've got to the stage before. So I think for them, it's not gonna be routine. Don't get me wrong. I think Morocco will give them a very, very good game. Yep. I think the 3-1 will come probably during the latter stages. It might even come in extra time, for all I know, when Morocco players are probably tiring out. But yeah, I think for me it will be a 3-1. But that's not to take anything away from Morocco. Yeah, they've been the furthest African team to make it in the World Cup. They took it to get to the semi-final. So that's been exceptional for them.
It's history. Boy.
It's generally history. They're a team in history. So that for me just. But if they get to the final, I'm not gonna lie, I'm backing them. I'm backing them
as well. At that point, they would knock that Spain.
It's too special at that point.
That stadium would look beautiful, right? Half red, half blue and white. Wow,
amazing. That's what football is, red or blue. I'm gonna go 3-0.
What was it?
What?
Football as well.
Mainly like red or blue, like colours. Why? What do you want to say?
I thought you again bringing
red and blue like Barca, you know?
Again bringing Arsenal.
I'm not. I'm just saying that
football's white.
Los
blancos.
I'll say white is like the third colour. The third, but red and blue usually typical. Red or blue are the typical colours. If you're Barca, both. I'm gonna go 3-0 France. I think this is the end of the road for Morocco, and I think this is the one where it's like France will get an early goal, and then it'll be too tough for Morocco, and then second and the third will go in, and that's it, 3-0. They could get consolation goal, but I don't see it. I think France is too overbearing, too powerful for Morocco. I would love it if Morocco did go all the way. If they go to the final, amazing, but I just don't see it, man.
I agree. I don't see it. I see France winning 2-0 comfortably, honestly. And I could see, some subs coming on, right? Resting your key players, kind of saying, we've done it. Maybe we did it early. Game's over. As much as I would like Morocco to do something, right, to pull through, it's just the class and the category of players. It's different. It's different because not only are they class and category at their clubs, but they are at their national teams too, right? They don't go idle. They don't disappear. Griezmann, if anything, and Giroud are even better in the French jersey, right? They're good at their clubs, and they're even better there. Dembele, look at him, he's woken up, right? He's woken up at Barca, and he's more than awake with the national team. So it's gonna be tough for Morocco, and I feel like tactically you're going against a team that's been in these situations more than enough times. That experience is gonna be overwhelming. So I do think France is 2-0 comfortably.
Faisal?
I've got same France, bro. I think Mbappe, I think he's the best player in the world. I think he scored a hat-trick this game.
Hat-trick?
I think
That'll be a big statement.
That'd be like, we're ready for you, Messi.
See
you in the final, Messi.
Generally, that would be it.
I think he scored a hat-trick.
I think he's going to sun Hakimi like that. You think he's just going to say, Hakimi, sit down?
Bro, I'm telling you, if Morocco played the same way they played, Portugal should have scored a lot of goals in the second half. Like Fernandes, Ronaldo, they had so many. Like the thing is with Morocco, they play the deep block, but they leave a lot of space at the back.
Yeah.
And I feel like Mbappe is going to expose that.
And I think they'll be missing Roman Saiz tomorrow as well.
Yeah,
and maybe still Mazraoui as well.
Exactly. So I've got France winning 4-0. I think Mbappe is going to score a hat trick. Like Morocco, well done to you guys. You guys made Africa, Arab, Muslims all proud.
It's amazing to see.
But I think it's
it would be hilarious though.
As us Arabs says, khalas, bro.
I would say it would be hilarious if a third place playoff was Argentina versus France and the final was Croatia, Croatia, Morocco.
Bro, I'm going home, bro. I'm going home, bro.
Going home, man.
Still for staying here, bro.
I'm going home with Messi, man. Let's go, man.
I need to see Messi win it. I need to see him win it. That's etched in history in 30, 40 years' time. We're like telling our children, grandchildren. Messi won. I was there when the tournament when Messi won the World Cup. I've seen the game
I saw him lift the trophy. I'm like, I'm not gonna be here for the final.
But you would have seen.
I saw him. I saw Messi step out his character.
Exactly.
I saw Messi jump in front of Van Gaal and go like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
When
the Riquelme celebration, isn't
it? But you know why? Because Van Gaal was crucial in killing Riquelme's career, right? And then all that, and you saw what he said about Di Maria in the press conference before. So it's all like. And he said some things about Messi too. Nothing too extreme, right? And people are like, oh, he didn't say anything extreme for Messi to react like that. But, Messi's here to show that I am here for Argentina. And you've done things to my people. And you know what? Like, I don't appreciate that, right? You're a guy of category. You show disrespect. And Messi stepped out of disrespect. I mean, I was reading something about how marketable Ronaldo celebrations are, right? And how Messi's is typical, point up to his grandma dedication. That was a staple celebration.
Yeah,
that was a staple celebration. I think little kids are gonna start doing it.
Oh, it reminds me of
I think they're gonna start jumping and going.
It reminds me of the one of the classical with the shirt one.
With the shirt one, that one was iconic,
man.
Iconic.
That's not his.
But it's iconic though.
That's Marcelo's, man.
It's iconic.
He stole it, man.
Marcelo?
No one thinks of Marcelo when they see it.
I don't remember.
No, but he stole it though. He stole it from Marcelo.
Doesn't matter. No one thinks of Marcelo when they see that.
But in terms of iconic celebrations, that's Ronaldo, man.
Yeah, of course,
he has that.
He transcends sport. Other athletes do his celebrations.
Exactly. But can I just before we end it? You know, like we all want Messi to win.
Yes.
Why is it not the same energy towards Ronaldo? Like, what's Ronaldo done? Has he done something, or is it just more love for Messi?
You know what it is? I think it's that pressure Messi has, right? It's that pressure from his own people that it comes to. Portugal's never been at these stages before, right? Ronaldo has been there for every point, right? And he already won that Euro. But he was there kind of helping put Portuguese football on the map. Argentine football has been on the map. Yeah. They've been historically, right? Batistuta, Kempes, and then, of course, Maradona. And then that comparison, it's like Messi, that pressure's, it's been eating him up, and it's been crucial. So I feel like that's why we all want him to win, right? And I feel like that's why most of the world wants him to win, right? Because it's that comparison. It's Maradona's better than Messi. Maradona's the GOAT, not Messi. Messi's amazing, but Maradona's that GOAT.
Yeah. Because if you ask, because we asked a couple of Argentinians, like old school, like the old heads,
Maradona, Messi,
and we asked them. Everyone said Diego.
And Maradona was like apparently just something else for them.
He's the god for them. Like
he's literally their chants are literally Diego and then Messi. All their chants, everything.
Napoli Stadium is called Diego Armando Maradona Stadium.
Oh, the flags they pull out at the stadium are Maradona's face. Not even Messi.
He's an icon.
Generally an icon.
So, but that country's lucky to have two
of the greatest ever.
And the next one is Julian Alvarez. It's crazy, man.
Well, you never know. You never know. It's Aguero's son who I'm interested in.
Who find my man?
With Twitch. He's too busy with Twitch. Aguero's son's not over. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Who find my man?
I'm saying it's Aguero's son. Aguero's son has Aguero as a father. Maradona as a
That's too
grandfather
much pressure, man.
and Messi as a godfather.
He's too busy on Twitch right now.
Yeah.
He's not worried about football.
Let's leave it.
He's gonna be an
Messi-
esports
Aguero's
legend.
son. You don't know that?
No,
His dad is Aguero, yes.
yeah.
His granddad's Maradona.
His granddad's man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aguero
Aguero
had a kid with Maradona's daughter.
You didn't know
Oh
that?
shit!
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit!
And the kid's godfather is
It's
Messi. Yeah.
Oh, bro.
I feel sorry for that
That
kid,
kid's
man.
not going to be a footballer.
No, he's not. He's not.
We can guarantee you one thing: it's going to be small. He's not going to be tall. He's going to be small,
Yeah, it's gonna be tiny,
and
man.
it's going to be a forward. But I don't. It's too much pressure to be a footballer,
No, it
man.
is.
Too much pressure. But guys, that's the end of this podcast. Semi-final preview. Let us know in the comments as well. Those two games, what you think about it? What you think are going to be the key matchups to those games? Who you think is going to win? These are now tough ones. Argentina, Croatia for me is the highlight of the tournament. France, Morocco could provide another shock.
Would be nice.
You know, could provide another shock. So let us know what you think, and let us know what you thought of Andy as well on his first appearance on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I was love to have you, man.
It was amazing. I watch you guys all the time. I love when TikTok throws me the little clips, right? The little clips of you guys going at it.
Today was more chilled.
Today was chill. It was amazing. I mean, we were going at it last time when I met you guys at the Papa John's. It was amazing. And again, thanks for having me. And Sharky, thanks for reaching out and inviting me. It means a lot.
We had one conversation. I was like, yeah, I got a game on, and that's the same. Anyone who wants to come on, like we're always open to, especially going to New Year, always open to adding new members to the cast and bringing people in. Like I know you're maybe getting sick or tired of the same faces, so I do want to rotate as well. So let us know if you have any friends or if you're influencer yourself or you do content yourself. Let us know, and we'll hope to get more people on. But yeah, until the final, we'll see you for another video. Peace.
Peace.